What you doing? Do you want some? Okay. Hi guys, Amanda Pennick here. With the holidays approaching, I just wanted to go over a few festive hazards that your parrots might encounter in your home. So the first is actually decorations. A lot of people like to decorate their home with various ornaments and objects of the holidays, and unfortunately a lot of these ornaments are really thin glass or thin plastic that can shatter easily when bitten, and of course that could cause a problem for your parrot. But also a lot of them have very thin or cheap metal, or they've been painted in countries that use lead in their paint, and we have to worry about metal poisoning as well during the holidays. So it's really important, if you do decorate, do so in an area that your parrot can't access, or make sure that your parrot is always highly supervised in areas with your holiday decorations. The next thing on my list are the various plants of the season, whether you're getting a wreath or a poinsettia or you're hanging up mistletoe. A lot of the plants over the holidays are toxic to parrots, and it's important that you don't let your bird eat them. Even plants like spruce that are considered fine, and we make toys out of spruce blocks, you have to be aware of, because a lot of companies will add preservatives or fire resistant sprays or chemical scents, and those can be quite bad for your bird if they chew on them. Going in hand with the decorations are the lighting. Now, if you celebrate a holiday that involves candles, or if you like to light seasonal candles in your home, even if they're unscented, the flame is obviously a risk. Feathers are very flammable, but also the type of wick and the type of wax used could be putting off fumes. So if you're lighting candles this holiday season, make sure your parrots are kept well away and are kept in a nicely ventilated area where those fumes aren't going to be a problem. And then we also have to consider the lights. Obviously, strings of lights, the little bulbs could shatter if bitten. Old-fashioned bulbs can get quite warm, and parrot skin burns very easily. And of course, the wire itself is an electrocution hazard. So we have to be careful that our birds are either highly supervised or kept well away from any seasonal decorations that could cause these problems. Moving out of the decorations and into the kitchen, a lot of foods left on counters and tabletops over the holidays are high in sugar, high in salt, filled with chocolate. They might have avocado in them. So you have to be really careful not to give your parrot access to these foods. Even our basic Christmas dinner is filled with often lots of fatty and high carb things that our parrots don't really need. It's important. Hi Darwin, are you going to come join us? Come here. It's important to remember that our birds are much smaller than us, and a very, very tiny serving of something like honey glazed ham could do a lot to disrupt a bird's digestive system. So as much as we want to share with our birds, it's better for our birds if we stick to the vegetables and fruits and things that we know that they're allowed to have. Also, while we're cooking in the kitchen, a lot of us know that nonstick pans are a problem, but we don't stop to consider things like waffle makers or the mini donut machines also have the Teflon coating in them, and so can things like the oven cooking bags that you put your turkey in. Another thing is over the holidays, if you're gifted a new appliance, be it a hairdryer or a mini oven, even if the appliance itself is parrot friendly, you should probably turn it on outside for the first while to burn off any chemicals that are on the elements, because new appliances can also off gas chemicals that are hazardous to our birds. And then finally, of course, with the festive season, we're going to be having a lot of visitors potentially. If you are someone that's going to have a lot of friends and family visiting, make sure they know the bird rules, they understand how to respectfully interact with your parrot. And also, it's a good idea to have a spot in the house where company is not allowed, whether it's a radius around the cage or a separate room where your parrot can go to just be themselves and get away from the stress of company. It's going to depend on your bird's personality and how well they know the people coming to visit, but some birds can get quite stressed with change, and some birds can get quite stressed with a lot of strangers in their home. So, hi Darwin, that's his little toe poking over the camera. With company coming, you also need to consider your inside and outside policies. How are you going to monitor the door so that a bird doesn't go flying out when company is coming in? In our house, we have a sign that we tape up on the door that warns people when the bird is out. Even better if you have a double door. Not everyone has a front entrance where they can open one door and close another before they come in. Our bird room has a door, so the other thing we do if we are expecting people is we make sure the birds are in the room with the door closed, just so they have zero access to the outside. All right, that is it for my holiday advice. Darwin didn't really pop in too much. Hearing him in the background. Maybe he'll be in more in the next video. And we hope that you have a safe and happy holiday. Thanks. Bye.